Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are and what time you're watching this and what you're doing when you do this. It's another Walkin' and Talkin' Tuesday video. Not walking, of course, with your boy, me, Celine Driver. Last week's video was on things that make me happy. Well, okay, but y'all are expecting it, so I broke out my team asshole hat because now I'm going to talk about the shit that pisses me off. Yes, there's plenty out there that irritate me, but some of the big ones, the more consistent ones, what we got? We got a chipmunk. Never mind. Squirrel. Sorry, not a squirrel. Some things really piss me off. And you expect them from me, so I'm going to deliver. A big fuck you to the people and places and things that really piss off me. Let's see. One of the big ones, one of the big things that really piss me off is idiots on the road. Just traffic in general, but really, really stupid people on the road. You know the kind that, for example, they're driving around at night with their headlights off. They use their emergency flashers in rainstorms, which is not only stupid, but in the state of Florida's case, illegal. And especially what I call a term I read in Car and Driver magazine years and years and years ago: left lane bandits. These are the worst of the worst. These are the people that they make me want to go out and buy an old big F-350 truck, put a big old steel bumper on it on the front, and just knock them off the damn road. These are the idiots that go down the interstate or a multi-lane highway in the left lane at or below the speed limit, or more precisely, at or below the flow of traffic. And, whoops, I dropped something, sorry. Okay, sorry about that. At or below the speed limit or at or below the flow of traffic speed, and just hog up the left lane and back traffic up behind them for 20,000 miles. Get the hell out of the left lane, you slow, senile old bastards, you. Or you timid, beta male milquetoast candy ass snowflakes. Get out of the left lane. Left lane is for high speed traffic or for passing. Slower traffic, keep right. Get out of my way, you sons of bitches. Just maddens me to the point where I literally want to bang them off the road. I want to go to a school that teaches people offensive, evasive driving, the kind that cops go through, or chauffeurs, or people who drive important people around, and learn how to do pit maneuvers and just knock them off the damn road. Get out of my way. A corollary to the people and things that really piss me off are hybrid and electric car people. Okay? There's a special place in hell for you arrogant sons of bitches. Okay? You think you're saving the environment. You think you're doing good. You think you're saving money. You think you're holier than thou. You're not. You're fooling yourselves. You're lying to yourselves. You've been lied to, and you drank the Kool-Aid. You bought the whole bullshit, hook, line, and sinker. Okay? For one thing, electric cars, full electrics, are electric. Where do you think electricity comes from? If you say plug into the wall and it comes from the wall, you're part of the problem. Electricity comes from burning fossil fuels, either gas, coal, or oil, depending on where you are and what kind of power plant you're hooked to. Okay? You're burning fossil fuels to generate electricity, to plug in your damn electric car that indirectly is burning fossil fuels to make it go. Okay? Also, the batteries that make your car go, why don't you go look up how nickel, the main ingredient in your batteries, is mined and produced and refined? Why don't you go look that up and get back to me about how environmentally damaging that is? And why don't you also, as a side project, go look up how to recycle a nickel battery? Here's a spoiler alert for you. That ain't a green process from beginning to end. Okay? Oh, and by the way, hybrid and electric cars, they roll around on rubber tires. Rubber tires are made from petrochemicals. Okay? And you have to cool the batteries. The coolant is also made from petrochemicals. So stop it. Stop it. You're not green. You're fooling yourselves. You've been lied to. Okay? Let's get that out of the way. So stop with the holier than thou attitude. I'm driving around in a Mustang with a big old, well, not big old, but a big old, well, relatively big gas guzzling V8 with a supercharger on top of it. Gets 15 miles per gallon in the city. And guess what? That car is greener than your goddamn hybrid, if you take into the totality of how the car is produced, as well as the electricity that's generated by to make it go. How that's done wipes out your green claim. All right? So stop with the nonsense. And stop with the holier than thou attitude. I don't need it. Nonsensical people you are. You deserve to have been lied to and be fooled by all this silliness. Silliness. That's all it is. What else pisses me off? Well, let's see. Politicians. Now, I make no bones about the fact that I am a constitutional conservative and have heavy libertarian leanings. So, most of my political and social commentary ire is aimed at the loony Marxist left. You know who you are out there. That doesn't mean that I don't have plenty of ire for the politicians on the right. Politicians as a group are scum. I think Rush Limbaugh, rest in peace, my friend, once famously stated that politics is show business for the ugly. That ain't wrong. I have plenty of ire for people like Nancy Pelosi and Little Dick Durbin and Chucky Schmucky Schumer and what's that little weasel-looking guy? Alan Schiff. Schiff. Whatever his name is, little weasel that lied to us all through the Russiagate hoax. I got plenty of ire for them on the left. That's easy. But I got plenty of ire for the people on the right, guys like Mitch McConnell, who never met a deal that he didn't like, or Mitt Romney, the most fake Republican in a school of fake Republicans. Ladies like Murkowski and Collins, and who else? Mitch McConnell, I said him. Lil Dick Durbin, I said him. Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham is the most schizophrenic politician I've ever met. Just when you think he's starting to get it and become a regular Republican instead of a rhino, R-I-N-O, Republican in name only, he goes and does stupid shit and immediately turns into the rhino, soft, squishy Republican that we all know and hate. I think I could name the number of politicians that I would trust and respect and on one hand, and probably have a finger or two left over. Guys like Rand Paul, Ted Cruz, The guy from Utah, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Not Mitt Romney, but the other guy from Utah. Anyway, 3 or 4 politicians that I can name that I really trust. The rest of them are scum. The whole lot of them need to be voted out. There needs to be term limits on Congress so that you keep voting these people out and keep refreshing the leadership instead of having people in there that have served 40 and 45 and 50 years and have become multi-millionaires on a $175,000 a year, $200,000 a year salary. You ever wonder about how that happens? Yeah, why don't you go think about that? But politicians, I don't care if they're on the left or on the right or in the center, they all irritate the crap out of me, and the whole lot of them need to be removed from the national conversation. For the love of country, for the love of God, get rid of them. What else? Oh yeah, I'll close with a lighthearted irritant. Cream cheese. As I make this video at the beginning of April 2022, there has been an ongoing cream cheese shortage in my area, certainly. I think in the rest of the country as well. All this stemmed from what I've been able to find from my research from a Russian hack into a company that's responsible for making the cream cheese that other people buy and package, like Philly and Temptee and all the little subgroups, sub-companies. And they were hacked, and their production systems were shut down. And there has been an ongoing cream cheese shortage. There are some cream cheese flavors that I like, but just regular, old-fashioned, plain cream cheese is either in short supply or out wherever I go. And as a nice Jewish boy who loves a bagel and lox and cream cheese in the morning, especially on Sunday morning, that's when it's the best. With a little capers on top, a little salt when you bite into it, you get the cream cheese and the salt from the capers and the wonderful texture from the salmon. Oh, it's wonderful, especially on a toasted bagel. Has to be toasted. Delicious. But I digress. It's been 6, 7, 8 months. You can't ramp up your production in 8 months to get the cream cheese back on the shelves? What the hell, man? What in the hell is going on out here? I mean, you could name a whole bunch of products. I've seen shortages on everything from cream cheese to cat food. I don't even own a cat anymore. I just wonder about, there's a cat food shortage. There's shortages on meat, poultry meat products from time to time. I mean, what in the... Is it that nobody wants to work anymore? Is it Brandon's fault? I think it is, partially. Is it... what is going on out here? I'm reminded of these old pictures and videos of bread lines and food lines in the old Soviet Union back in the day. And I think we're beginning to come into those days ourselves. I mean, this isn't the Soviet Union. This is the United States of America, for God's sake. This is not supposed to be happening. What in the hell is going on out here? Get the food back on the shelves. Ramp up production. Put people back to work. Stop paying people to sit on their asses. That's what irritates me. This is your boy, Celine Driver. Now fully irritated. I'm going to go have a bagel. See ya.